What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Misunderstood. Za-Quan PK talking to y'all. And guess what? We're talking basketball. That's right. We're talking basketball, y'all. NBA. I'm loving this so much. We're going to talk some football still. We got a lot to discuss about football. There's a lot going on. A lot of coach changes. We got to talk about. We just got to. I'm gonna save it for another day. Save it for another day. Aaron Rodgers watch. Save it for another day. Right now, we're talking basketball. And the Lakers played Wednesday night against the Pelicans, like I said in yesterday's episode. And I said, will LeBron play? And it was looking like he was not going to play. I saw reports that he was probably not going to play. And guess what? The man played. After missing 3 games since breaking the all-time scoring record. The Lakers only won one of those games. That was Saturday against the Warriors. They dropped the other games, and they cannot afford to drop any more games. They can't afford it. It can't happen. You can't do it. You're 13 in the West. You still have a chance to make. You still have a chance to skip over the play-in to go to the playoffs. Now, that's not going to happen. And I'm going to tell you the reason why that's not going to happen. Because they dropped too many games where you're not going to get the tiebreaker advantage. There are so many Western Conference teams that have tiebreaker advantages over the Lakers because they dropped so many games. So they most likely might have a tie record with somebody and not get in because of the regular season matchup wins and losses, where they might have to go to the play-in and see if they can survive out the play-in and catch a sixth spot out the play-in and see if you can make a run. None of that sounds logical. None of that sounds realistic. It looks like even if the Lakers do make the playoffs, even if they do make the play-in, win 1 or 2 games to put them in the playoffs, how far are they going in the playoffs, man? They gonna get bumped out the first round. They're gonna earn the right. I said 6th place. I really meant 8th place. Not 6th place. I meant 8th place. They're gonna earn the right to play against the Denver Nuggets and get swept. That's real. That's real. Another swept in the career of a LeBron James team. That's real. Or they might even make 7th spot and get swept by the Memphis Grizzlies. So no matter who, they get swept. If anything, they might win 1 game against the Grizzlies. They're not getting no games against Denver. So your best bet is to play for next year. Play for next year. Keep playing hard, but prepare for next year. Kyrie Irving said he wants to be a Laker. Let's look at that. You gotta replace what you gave up. You gave up Russell Westbrook. He wasn't the MVP of Russell Westbrook, but he was still putting up like 20-something points a game off the bench. He was still giving you triple doubles off the bench, or damn near close to triple doubles off the bench. So you have to replace that. You can't just go along and act like you didn't lose a big like piece of your team. You traded Russell Westbrook. You have to replace that. Who are you going to replace that with? Which is why Chicago should have been very, very aggressive in selling players for the future, because the Lakers would have loved Zach LaVine, and he's still a Bull. So many teams would have loved Lonzo Ball, and he's still a Bull. Well, whatever. That's Chicago. We're talking the Lakers right now. They went up against the Pelicans. CJ McCollum played like I was asking, would he play? 22 points and 34 rebounds. No Zion. LeBron played. He got 21 points in 29 minutes, 7 for 14 shooting, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. He went back to his old ways in the 3-point line, though. 0 for 5 for 3-point line. That's LeBron. He's gonna keep throwing those threes like he's Reggie Miller. You know, that's what he's gonna do. But the others played very well. The others, the newcomers like D'Angelo Russell, who scored 21 points. You know, Anthony Davis put up 28 points and 10 rebounds. This is exactly what the Lakers need to do to make a run. It's exactly what they need to do to make a run. Exactly. And this team looks so good. I enjoy watching this team play live. I enjoy watching this team play. Dennis Schroeder on the bench, where he should be. You know, Hachimura on the bench. And honestly, I wouldn't mind him as a starter, but that's a good that he come off the bench. Be the sixth man. Be the sixth man. That's a good spot for him. You know, Austin Reeves was getting so many minutes. No, come off the bench. Why are you getting so many minutes? Even in Wednesday's game, he got a lot of minutes. He got 22 minutes, but only put up 5 points. He got a. Now he did get a 3-point play. That was cool. That was fun to watch. He got a 3-point play, shot a three, got fouled by what's his Alvarado? I think his name is Alvarado. Got fouled by him. 3 winning. You know, like that was fun to watch. Like he's a fun dude to watch when he's not playing like he's their core players. But the old Laker team of the season, Reeves and Schroeder and Pat Beverly was starting. They was playing like they was core players. They're not core players. They're not. Dennis Schroeder and Pat Beverly starting guards of the Los Angeles Lakers. That sounds so disgusting. So disgusting. No, I'm happy to see D'Angelo Russell back home where he belongs. You know, Beasley. He gonna get it together. He ain't had that good of a game Wednesday night, but he gonna get it together. Anthony Davis just stay healthy, keep putting up 28 and 10. You know, the Lakers might actually make the playoffs. LeBron just come off an injury, 21, 6 and 6, 50% shooting. Just come off an injury. I can't imagine how he's gonna play next month in April. Like this Laker team was fun to watch. They was seriously fun to watch. They look more younger. They look more energized. They look like they're trying to win. Other than LeBron James, Everybody's not trying to win except LeBron James. You know, and it was fun to watch. Needs to say, after all this talks about the Lakers, they got the win against the Pelicans today, 120-102, and like they really pushed away from the Pelicans around the end of the third quarter. Because I swear, it was a certain part of the third quarter where the game looked pretty close. And then all of a sudden, between the end of the third and the fourth, it just became a blowout. The Lakers just put their foot off on the brake and never let up. Never let up. 120-102, they got themselves another game. Only got 32 losses. The Pelicans is like what, 6 in the West with 29 losses. The Lakers is 13 in the West with 32 losses. They could make a comeback. They could come back. They could make the playoffs. They can. If they could just stay healthy and keep doing what they're doing, they could make the playoffs. How funny is that to say about the Los Angeles Lakers making the playoffs? So let's go ahead and stay in the Western Conference. Talk about another team that's not the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's talk about the number one team in the West, the Denver Nuggets. They went up against the Dallas Mavs today. Unfortunately, this is the first game that Kyrie Irving did not play. He missed Wednesday night's game. That led to a 37-point game by Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic. Oh God, I've been trying to get his name down pat for the longest doing this podcast. Kept calling first name based like his Prince, cause I ain't felt confident enough to pronounce his name. Luka Doncic. Doncic. Hopefully I said it right. Well, that led to another Luka Doncic NBA Mavs game where he's gonna put up a whole bunch of points. He's gonna have really good shooting percentage. He's gonna play a hell of a lot of minutes, more minutes than anybody else on his team, and they're gonna lose by 9. This is what the Mavs look like without Kyrie. This is why they trade the farm for Kyrie, even though he might split in 2 to 3 months. But this is the reason why you had to do something. Because even with Spencer Dinwiddie and all the players that they did trade away, and probably the same with their draft picks because they're high in the West. They're not gonna be in the lottery. They're not 14, 15, 13, 12 place. They're about to make the playoffs. So I don't know y'all. I don't know if people been paying attention to college basketball this season, but there's no stars there. There's not even a star team there. Wednesday night, Alabama became number one over in the country over the weekend, and they lost to Tennessee. Purdue got like 2 losses now. They dropped down to like third. There's no power team in college. There's no power players in college basketball. So it's like if you are trying to lose, you know, on purpose to get draft picks, you're not gonna get much this year. So Mavs did a pretty good job trading away their draft picks and their role players to get Kyrie, so you can see, at least if you only gonna see for 2 months, at least you will see how do Luca respond when he plays for another player his level, and in this case might be better. And if Kyrie is not better, he's definitely more experienced and more seasoned. I'll definitely take Kyrie over Luca right now. Sure will. So no Kyrie. Mavs lose by 9 against the Nuggets, despite Luca's 37 points. And it'd be a shame if I do not mention another triple double by Nikola Jokic. Well, 14 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists. He shot 9 shots and made 6 of them. Did he shoot a lot? No. Did he make a big percentage of his shot selection? Yes, he did. And guess what? It doesn't matter if he only shot the ball 9 times. It doesn't matter if he only got 14 points. He only cares about the wins. What matters is the Denver Nuggets are 41-18 as of Thursday morning. That's the point. That's the excitement for Nikola Jokic. Are we winning? Are we go advancing in the playoffs? Are we going to the NBA Finals? Like the these are the questions these teams are asking themselves right now. And what the Denver Nuggets are asking themselves right now is, can we actually win the chip? Is it possible? Can we actually win the chip? There's a lot of questions right now in the West. A lot of questions. How the Suns is going to look when Kevin Durant play when he plays. And more on that later in this episode. Is that going to influence Kyrie to go to Phoenix instead of going to the Lakers? What is so much going on that we find out at the very last minute a lot of times, and there's so much going on, and still things going on. Still, so uh Dallas made a good move. They traded pieces